Congratulations on all your success. It was the first conference I ever attended 11 years ago. And the speaker asked two questions. He said, the first question is a head question. The second question is a heart question. The head question was, what would be impossible to do in your business, but if it could be done, the right side. And the second question was a heart question, very simply put, what breaks your heart? And what he indicated was that if you followed the answer to those two questions, you would be headed in the right direction. And immediately I thought to myself, what would be impossible to do in our business would be to have competitive agents share best practices, open up their windows, help their colleagues. And I'm so encouraged because here we are today with our leading panel, and they're willing to serve you, and they're willing to open up. You're realizing their secrets. And so anyways, with no further ado, I think we'll start with Katie Day. And I just wanted to thank you all.
All right.
Yeah, thank you all for your willingness to share. So Katie, first question to you. You've had an amazing journey. You started as an individual agent, now to a team of 15 plus agents. Can you give us some of the goodies on how you got there?
Yeah, so we were fortunate. My husband and I were working together, both in the industry but separately, and realized that what we were doing wasn't sustainable. Eric Hatch talked earlier about micro teams and building teams and scaling and things like that. So we knew that in order to spend time together, spend time with our friends, have an actual life, we needed to do something to scale. And so we decided to start the team in 2018 and have grown a lot since then. A lot of it's come through failure and bad hires, good hires, a lot of great hires. Hopefully they're in this room. I don't know. All right, yeah, there we go. A lot of great hires as well. And we've grown a lot over the past 4 or 5 years.
Cool. Client events is a big part of your business.
Yeah.
We spoke off stage, and I was so impressed with your humility because I said, doesn't it make you nervous that you hold a client event and nobody shows up, or your estimated number of people don't show up, and you're like, oh yeah, absolutely, that's here all the time.
Yeah, every event.
But you have been very successful at consistently achieving 100 plus clients showing up to these events on a regular basis. Give us some of the goods on how you do that and granular as possible.
Yeah, so my thing with client events is I hate being the person that calls to be like, hey Scott, how's it going? Cool, how's life? That's great. And then, hey, well, do you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell? That's just something that's not my style. It works well for others, but it doesn't work well for me. So client events have always been something that we like and have leaned into because I would rather invite you to a party, invite you to coffee, grab a drink, whatever it may be. And so for us, we plan out all of our client events for the year. We basically planned all of them out a couple weekends ago. We did a team retreat, and we planned out for 2023 all of the events that we're going to do. So we know when we're going to do them. And basically about 45 to 60 days out, we'll nail down the date, nail down the location, and then we get an online invitation out where people can register or donate or whatever it may be. And then we'll start hitting the phones, call, text, email, reach out with that personal invitation. You might have already gotten an email or mailed invite, right? But we'll call you, catch up, do that invitation. What's great about that from a contact perspective is if I'm mailing you an invitation, emailing you an automated email, texting you, calling you, re-texting you, calling you as we get closer and closer to the event, that's 5, 6, 7 touches as opposed to the one of me just asking you for business.
Yeah, totally. This almost knocked me on the floor when I heard this. You bring in over $400,000 in GCI from referrals. Can you open up that world to us? How have you done that?
Yeah, so that's for agent-to-agent referrals, which has been a really big part of our business. It's about 25 to 30% of our business on the year. The other comes from client referrals, right? And that's why we do the parties. But the agent-to-agent referrals, I think, start in rooms like these, right? And start at events like these and creating relationships with people and having conversations with people, especially those that are our feeder markets, right? So if I know people are coming from Louisiana, then Sandra's definitely someone I'm gonna seek out at an event like this, have a conversation, exchange contact information. And so, going to events like these, speaking at stuff like this is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy, going to conferences, meeting people. Texas has been very fortunate over the past 2 to plus years that we have a lot of people moving, to our state and a lot moving to Houston. So, that has helped us as well, right? Just from migration and people, moving from colder weather and things like that. So if you want to move down, let me know. But
Although, I was gonna say, like, you come from Canada, I expect it to be nice and warm down here. You guys overuse the AC.
it's freezing in here, yeah, so apologies for that. But I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, it is cold in the room. I would agree with that. If you want to move to Texas, we can help you with that as well. But yeah, agent referrals I think are huge. And I think it's the coming from contribution. I think that's the having the conversations and getting to know people, as opposed to me just being like, hey, Amanda, what's up? This is my business card. Here you go. And she's just like, okay, well, like, I don't even know your name. I don't, like, that's cool. She's definitely going to rather go with someone that created that relationship and have that conversation. And then following up, right? And that's, I think conversations are great and meeting people's great, but the follow-up's really the key.
Lastly, and I'll hop over to Diane after, but you have two different business cards, right? You have a business card that you hand out. Can you tell some agents here on maybe like say anything really specific on there? Maybe they'll use it in their own way.
Yeah, for sure. So we have our business card that we give to clients, right? And it has my headshot on it and, the real logo and Moving to Texas team and all that. And then the business card we have at events like these, that hopefully the team that was cheering back there has them, are, it's your Houston referral partner, right? So the Moving to Texas team, your Houston referral partner. On the back, it has our team picture. And on the front, it has, our contact info and Instagram and things like that for us to stay connected on social. But it's specifically for, referrals and for our referral partners when we meet them at events.
Cool. Diane.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I had the opportunity to talk to all of them off stage. It was really great getting to know them. Diane, you mentioned to me that when we first kind of looked at your marketplace, you were sort of that number 3 brand in terms of volume and production. You wanted to up your production so that you got into that first spot. What would you say was the pivotal thing that helped you up your production?
Well, I didn't mention this when we spoke, but I really thought about it. It was my husband joining the team.
Bruce!
So we are a husband and wife team, which in and of itself has its challenges. But he could be an elite agent too. I'm the listing agent, he's the buyer agent, and together we have over $1.2 million in production so far, in GCI, so far this year. And I think and that is true, because as I grew and my business grew, I couldn't handle it. So 5 years ago, I was a solo agent. We had a transaction coordinator that I hired, and I got so busy 5 years ago that it was just an opportunity, and I said, Bruce had already been helping me out at open houses, and he joined me full-time, left the corporate world. And our natural split and our natural dynamic and personality, I call him my better half. He's got the high I buyer agent personality, and yes, I'm a D, not a B, a D. And yes, and so I think though, in addition to that, we are big community real estate agents. And I'm happy to say, we are now I am the number one listing agent in my market, and Bruce is the number one buyer agent in our market. The pivotal moment was when we committed to really upping our visibility through community involvement and visibility. And we did that. We knew we were good at what we did, but we needed more people to know us. Our current clients, our past clients already loved us, but how do you get to be, there's already dominant agents in a community, how do you get well known? So we did it by video. We started highlighting, like one of the speakers said today, highlighting the businesses, highlighting the people in the community, the teachers, police, fire, the superintendent I talked about, we just interviewed. So we started doing that. We were together all the time. Before we weren't, because we got so busy. We were in the car together. We started the Diane and Bruce show. And we would go to events. That was just us in the car talking about our life. And our life can be pretty comical sometimes. We do have 5 children, and we're busy. So we would go to events and people would be like, they were stalking us, hi, I watch your videos, we're like,
I watch your videos.
It's amazing, right? Yeah. And so that was pretty cool. So it was just all of that, giving back. We're big sponsors in our community. For example, with youth sports, our town started a cricket some parent volunteers started cricket. We have a lot of people in our community that play cricket. There was not a youth cricket program. We were asked to sponsor the shirts for that program. So we've been doing that now for 5 years. And because we've been visible with our sponsorships, we get a lot of opportunities to sponsor more. So that combined with everything else, digital marketing, email marketing, postcards, our signs in the street, that just developed our brand.
Can you tell us a little bit in more detail about the superintendent video? So superintendent was a local school or something?
Yeah, so our community just built like a $150 million brand new high school. The old one had mold, it was falling down. Our community does happen to be a top 10 school in Massachusetts. So that's a big draw for a lot of people that come and live in our community. And it's proximity to Boston and Providence, Rhode Island. So we built a new high school, and I'm like, you know what, I've got to get back to doing more video. So we hired a videographer, went in there to video the high school, and the superintendent wanted to be part of it because she knew we put out a good product. She saw our videos in the past. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon where we can now show the superintendent was talking with me, interviewed, talked like the pride of this new school, just shown through. It's an amazing video. I can't wait to put it out.
Yeah, I love it. We're totally totally set up. We're totally going to use that.
Yeah.
Just going to local schools, having an interview with principals, etc. What a great resource for families. And brings them to your channel.
Yeah.
Trey, you
Sir.
how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Yeah, hungry. I'm hungry.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that you help everyone looking by itself, but you have landed on a niche. Can you tell us a little bit about that niche and where that came from?
Absolutely. So I'm not going to tell you the entire story, but the important parts are I had a really shitty realtor when before I was able to get my license. It was a horrible experience. God bless her. Her name's actually Karen. But I thought, you're not putting on a gun belt, you're not going to the streets, you're not going to war. Why are you not communicating with me when I'm asking for your help? So that was the pivotal time I said, fuck this, I'm getting my license. So when I did that, I really just, I said, all I know is service. Before I moved to Texas, I was a paramedic, I became a cop, I was surrounded by veterans, first responders, and I saw the love that they showed people, and I said, oh man, I can make money doing this. Once I saw those checks coming, I said, oh god damn.
So there was a point in time where you were part-time, and then you leave full-time. I'm sure there are people out here that are part-time wondering when should they make that leap?
Great question. So I was a full-time cop, part-time realtor, but hey, I closed 55 houses in 1 year as a part-timer. So you part-timers out there, keep going. Do not stop. Don't let that. I remember talking to teams. They're like, oh, we don't want to hire you to do part-time. I said, okay, fuck you. Watch this. And what was pivotal is when I realized I was paying my assistant a higher salary than I was making as a cop. So then my wife and I said, you know what, screw the pension, screw the salary, let's effing go. That's it.
Yeah, I've heard it said, lead with revenue. So, my suggestion is you guys do whatever you want, but if you're part-time and the money's not coming in, going full-time is probably not the answer. If you're part-time and the money's coming in, and it's starting to even out the scales.
Well, there's a lot of personalities out here. I know for myself, I'm always running every day, every morning. It's just my personality. This brokerage and people like Tim, Katie, there's so many other people that believed in what I was doing and gave me a direction where to run. So this panel, the speakers you see, is follow the path that they're telling you to take. You don't think you can maybe better do it, but you can. And I realize that there's a lot of people that are smarter than me, but I know they believe in me. So that's all I need to keep moving forward.
Appreciate it. All right, Lisa. So, active mother to wife and do about your transactions a year. Can you tell us just about juggling the day-to-day?
Sure. So previous career, I worked in corporate for about 13 years, sold to Walmart, And number two is the perceived flexibility that you have perceived that we have to perceive. And that works for a little while, but you get to a point where it is burnout. And so I'd say there are 3 small little shifts that I made that have dramatically changed my enjoyment of life as an entrepreneur. The first one would be, a client calls, and again, 100% commission, so a client calls and says, hey, Lisa, we'd love to go see that, let's go see it. And early days, I would say, absolutely, where do you want to go? And the little shift now is, I say, absolutely, I can go to 2 or a 7, what works best for you? So I can pick my kids up from school, I can go and have dinner with my kids, and then head back out. That is really a game changer for me, and 99% of the time, it works for the client as well. Number 2 is when, we're not in this moment right now, we're in the environment of holding offers. I kind of get to take the time when I'm looking at offers. Of course, it has to work with the client, with the seller. But, several years ago, I'll never forget, I had a buyer client, and we were in multiple offer presentation time at 6 p.m. on Halloween. I was not a happy camper. Did not start to client well, first of all. But do you think the engaged users were happy? I literally was trailing behind my kids on the phone, free DocuSign, ready to get signatures at 11 o'clock. So now I do what works for my schedule. And I prefer a weekday afternoon around 2 o'clock. Just depends, right? If you work works for your schedule best. And the third, this is a super easy one. I don't know where this started, 11:59 p.m. irrevocable for offers. Why do people do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Canada. In the US, you guys do a deadline to review the offer, it's usually 11:59 at night.
There's some things that are like,
Okay.
Okay, so I don't do 11:59 anymore. And what works for me may not work for you. I do 10 p.m. Again, I get my kids in bed at 8 or 9 o'clock, and I'm completely refocused again. I have a little bit in between, where maybe for someone else, 7 o'clock works best. But own that. When you're a listing agent, you actually can lead, so lead for what works best for you in your life.
So in our Canadian market, I would say 8 weeks ago, pretty much stopped. So we are experiencing a downturn here now. What are some of the things you're focusing, in there?
Yeah, I'm investing in myself, and that would be professionally and personally. So, when we are running at full speed, and traditionally these, super busy seasons of spring and fall, all the personal things fall off. The, dates with friends, the dates with husband, all those things sort of get pushed around a little bit. So I'm exercising regularly at a set time. I'm, getting up earlier, actually going to bed earlier. I'm eating healthier. I'm trying to set all of those things up so that when volume does pick back up again, those actions will be my habits, right? So that'll be the number one thing. It really is game changer. On a professional level, I'm looking at every system that I have and revisiting it. Again, all the things I want to do, but now I'm actually looking on the business this season instead of in the business. I think it's critically important, right? I don't do enough of it. I'm here, right? I'm actually here right now, where this would be a tough time in the regular season to actually carve these days out. I signed up for 2 coaches yesterday at Coaches Corner. I'm investing in myself.
Yeah, that's a good one for real as well. I think if anybody has had a coach that's seen benefits, so you guys are probably a coach. I don't recommend you guys check out Congo. I haven't heard a single person say, I've got a coach that they're wrong.
Right. I'm a farmer, right? If I'm a farmer versus hunter model, I'm a relationship builder. That's my comfort zone. So I'm spending more time with influential clients, going over a cup of coffee or a glass or 2 at a time. But building those influential relationships that serve us both really well, but just building for the future.
I gotta jump over another, Michael said, even before we start that stage, we're already able to just speed it up.
it's just with us.
Let's go. So, when we talk about the phone, I said, so what is this secret to success? Maybe choose a title of success. And he said to me, I leave with a certain start. Tell me about that.
Well, that came from in our state, we had hurricanes and floods. Yeah, we did. So in 2016, I had a lot of my clients all over Cleveland. I was home for 4 months. The breaking news. So what I did was, a lot of my clients said, hey, what am I going to do? You know, I'm going to say that. So and 31 of them I did. And you know what? It's come back, right? When you're not looking, good things happen, right? That's what they always say. What you think?
Well, relative to what I was going to mention is you didn't do that when you were selling out to great or huge benefit.
Right.
You're doing it hard. And yes, that was benefit long term. It's where it came from, the place where it came
Something brings to you. All I know is turn around and bite it in the ass.
from. I don't know if that's where it's at, or the Canadian.
I know, you got it, okay, you don't need to argue that
You do have an age for those who are on Facebook. Do you think specifically that you do fake age? Can you give us an understanding of that?
You know, I'm going to give the insight for that, but I don't think anybody in here is going to do it.
I think they will.
I don't know. It is so simple. You know, Jesse done stole the show from me, and y'all gonna think I'm doing nothing but copying this.
She said it way before Jesse did.
Yeah?
She said it way before
12
Jesse.
years. It's simple. I've been doing this for 12 years. It's the simplest thing. I did it every day, every year. We were lazy. Some of y'all think this. I'm a bit lazy. But Facebook is never lazy. They remind you when it's birthday. Don't they? 7:30 I'm Central Time. So every day for 12 years, I have told people happy birthday. Or done a video. Now, when you get up to 5,000 plus friends, well, I wish I had 5,000 friends on video.
Me too.
But it's also time to clean out your Facebook. Because I believe this. If I don't need your face, you're in my Facebook, then we don't need you. It's just like your living room. Think about it. Think about it. It's like your living room. You're going to invite people into your house that are going to like you. And you're going to engage with them. Why would you want to be here with 10,000 freaking people? On Facebook, you don't know who the hell they are. Right?
And I think about hearing, so I sat in the audience last time, you guys were out, and you hear all these great leaders, all this amazing advice, and I think to myself, you know, if you just do one thing, you just do one little thing, and follow it all the way through, and it's not a good example of, you know, something simple as this is sharing, you're always sharing this accurately, you're always staying engaged with these, social media. I think that's, you don't have to content here, and, you know, billboards there, everything all at once, it's hitting one lane and follow through it, and I think you've done that really well. So I think we've got 5 minutes left here, and I wanted to open up the panel really in a way to serve the audience. Is there something you guys can think of where maybe you were on the other side of this panel at some point in your careers, and you thought, like, this is something that I wish I had heard at that time? It was only before I could give you guys an opportunity to say something.
Well, I would like to say something really quick.
I'll start.
You going to start? Go ahead.
So I think, you know, a lot of people, friends of ours in our market, in our hometown where we grew up and we raised kids, they're so amazed by what we've done because this was a career change for both me and my husband. We've only been doing this for 10 years. I'm not very tall. So we had a whole other career before we were real estate agents. And they're so amazed at what we've built. And I think my advice to anyone out there is don't worry about what other people think, what they're going to say, and don't have imposter syndrome, or don't let it get in your way. Because I think when it's very easy to look at number 1 agent in your market or number 2 and be like, I could never do that. And when Tamir said it about innovating, about Amazon, and like we didn't invent shopping, we innovated shopping. That's what Amazon did. So we just innovated what other realtors in our market weren't doing. A lot of us in this room are doing it, but in your specific market, there is something that other agents are not doing that you can do to stand out. So be committed to standing out and don't be afraid to do it, because no one cares.
I know sitting out there, you're like, well, how, right? I think if you're gonna write anything down or type it in your phone, conversations lead to substantial conversations, which leads to conversion. Conversations lead to substantial conversations, lead to conversion. You can use that in every aspect of your business, and you can basically, it's not prospecting, it's conversation. Shout out to you, John, for that, my coach. And once that goes and manifests and grows, your business is going to change a lot. On top of that, the second thing we have is make sure that you are who you are. Now, social media with Be Real and TikTok, you need to be more authentic. Nobody works with your avatar, they work with you. So just be yourself and use this company and our leaders as a platform to grow who you are.
So, anybody else?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know you. We didn't talk about it. But so, you know, there's a lot of people looking at us going, you know, I don't know if I can hear you, you know, then people probably, you know, spend a lot of money and get where they're at, right? Well, some do, some don't. I'm a solo agent. I don't have a team, solo agent, or anything else. And sometimes as strong people, yeah, if you were in my community class yesterday and talked about this, man, I got weak. But I was on this thing called the think tank, right, that we have here. And Diane Neal, oh Lord, I said it wrong. Diane Neal. She called me. Yeah, I know. She called me, she said, something odd. She got that northern accent, something odd. I'm like, hell yeah, something odd with me. And long story short, because you know, we all gotta get lunch. But she lives there, I live here, she's not on my downline. She has nothing to benefit from me financially. But she took time to say, hey, I'm gonna hold you accountable. See you Monday at 10. You're gonna get on the phone. We're doing a Zoom call. I called 5 people. She watched me on the SLI and then turned the phone off like she was supposed to. I watched her. 32 minutes later, I had 5 minutes and 3 closings the next week.
Sometimes you're also doing well.
The one thing I've heard and that I'm very encouraged by is nobody is sitting out here passively waiting for the business to come to them. They're actively doing something. So right now you're sitting out and saying, I've been passively waiting for the business to come to me. It's probably time to look into maybe someone up here or maybe a person in your industry or figure out a lane you want to run at and start actively pursuing the business. Lisa, before we get to
Yeah, like the imposter syndrome that was mentioned, like I suffer from that every day, right? I'm the top producing agent, the top producing team in my community, and I still have it. So I love this whole thing of just be who you are, and people will be attracted to that or they won't, right? Because, you know, we're all learning every day. That's what it's all about, just self-improvement.
All right, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much.
Some of the most elite agents at Real, give them a hand! Lisa, Trey, Diane, Lee, and Sandra, you are a badass. Give them a hand! 65 homes is a part-time agent. All right, guys, we're back at 125. We're back at 125. You have exactly